Few people understood the grand spectacle of NASCAR better than H.A. Humpy Wheeler.
Humpy had a tireless desire to promote the event. He was the quintessential promoter. That's why people called him the P.T. Barnum of motorsports.
For 33 years, he was racing's foremost track promoter, bringing a sense of scale, wonder, and imagination to events at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Humpy Wheeler was a visionary. He was always thinking 5 years down the road.
And here from the Firestone Racing Division is Humpy Wheeler.
In the late 1960s, Wheeler became the director of Firestone Tire's motorsports program before landing the job of president and general manager of Charlotte Motor Speedway in 1975. From there, he became the face of the Speedway and revolutionized the way fans experience NASCAR.
Humpy, while he was a track president, more so than that, he was a track promoter. He set the tone for what we have today with fan experience.
He was ahead of his time, recognizing that we're there because of the fans.
He made it possible for other promoters to be promoters. That was his pioneering mindset, is anything that's selling a ticket has got to have a promoter behind it. And that's what drove him. Humpy was really, really good at making moments.
Humpy knew what to do to get publicity. A prime example of it was bringing Janet Guthrie to run in the World 600. He saw all the publicity Janet Guthrie was getting at Indy, so when she didn't make the Indy 500, he immediately was on the phone to her and called her.
Humpy wanting to help anybody that came into the business, whether it was Dale Earnhardt Sr. or Janet Guthrie or anybody else, he wanted to help them grow so that they wanted to be here, and he was a huge, huge part of that equation.
Wheeler's signature initiatives were modernizing facilities and amenities, as well as the pre-race events he staged to drive fan engagement. From flying school buses and boxing matches to Robosaurus and military exercises, the stunts, as Wheeler loved to call them, gave fans just another reason to buy race tickets.
He made it fun for the fans. I mean, it was entertainment. He was an entertainer.
Humpy always felt like the race is the show. But if you'll buy a ticket and come and see it at my place, I'll give you extra. At the price of admission, you get so much more when you went to Charlotte than anywhere else.
Estimated crowd of 150,000 plus here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and they're ready for one hot night.
That took our sport to the stratosphere. You couldn't find tickets to any night race after that. It was bonkers.
All the excitement of being a night race on a 1.5 mile racetrack.
And it's Kyle Petty. Kyle Petty coming to the checkered flag. Here comes Davey Allison to the bottom. It'll be the finish. Everybody was waiting for it. He crashed past the finish line. And Davey Allison is in a shower of sparks.
You walked away from it thinking, oh my gosh, a racetrack and a promoter changed how the sport was perceived.
Humpy Wheeler was a true showman and a larger-than-life presence in the story of NASCAR.
You know, I think Humpy's legacy lives on at Charlotte Motor Speedway today, really through every thread of the facility, of the culture. He cared about people, he cared about the business, he cared about the sport.
You look back and you say, you know, he was way ahead of his time.
150 years from now, when they're celebrating NASCAR, there's still going to be stories about Humpy. And he earned that just because of his visions, his creativeness, his ability to promote, his fiery spirit.
So many great stories and memories there, and we're joined on stage now by Humpy's daughters, Patty Wheeler and Tracy Hardy. And I think about this honor and all the stories and memories that were just shared. What would this night mean? What would your dad say about this honor?
He would be thrilled beyond belief. NASCAR was such a part of his heart and soul. He loved all the people, the events. He loved the fans. He would just be out of his mind thrilled. He would have been given as much love back as he would have gotten.
You referenced the fans, and that was one thing I wanted to ask you about. Just his connection And he was such a great bridge between NASCAR and the fans. How would you describe his relationship with NASCAR's fan body?
Well, it was the most important thing to him as a promoter, was making sure the fans got more than what they paid for. He was trying to put the technicolor and the spectacle into every event that he did, and he did it well. He did the stunts, but also he made sure that the facilities were running well, and he just wanted everybody to have a wonderful time at the racetrack.
Patty, Tracy, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you so much.
Quite welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.